Cities. They are the hearts that pump blood around states, territories, regions and countries. Full of life, they inhabit not just thousands, but millions of people, each adding their own unique charm to the city. A metropolis provides jobs, healthcare, education and arts and culture. But with the rise of urbanisation, cities are becoming overpopulated and congested, resulting in poor air and water quality, high energy consumption levels, and an increased demand on resources at the cost of a damaged earth. In the age of a shrinking democracy and expanding neoliberal ideologies, cities are becoming more grey and dull, both physically due to smog and spiritually due to losses in culture. The gap between the rich and the poor is increasing, and various inequalities are appearing or worsening. So how can landscape architecture make a difference? We can look at history and combine ideas, values and strengths from the many events that occurred in the past which generated action. An example being Jane Jacobs. We can learn from her grit and determination that led her to saving the social fabric of Greenwich Village in New York City. Her persistence and strong will uncovered the capitalistic ideas that would have destroyed the livelihood of the area and contradicted her observations of having eyes on the street. We can learn from Murray Bookchin and his call for scaling down traditional government institutions which continually dominate nature, leaving an uneven social hierarchy amongst humans and living things. His theories of social anarchism and social ecologies criticise humanity's one-sidedness. As he says, the plundering of the human spirit by the marketplace is paralleled by the plundering of the earth by capital. Murray Bookchin's words have been highly influential to many thinkers around the world. We can look to Bjorn Loh and the innovative work he has done to amplify urban agriculture within Singapore. His organisation, Edible Garden City, promotes the Grow Your Own Food movement, which provides locally grown food for civilians as well as restaurant chefs. Edible Garden City's ethical designs also function to start conversations on sustainable food systems and to build community connections through urban farming. I ventured out into my local area to explore a community garden that has been built and maintained by local residents for the wider community. The Winton Road Food Forest is a permaculture design that not only promotes local food growth, but also inhabits weeds and living mulch, performs pest control and cross-pollination, and attracts insects and birds. This food forest is an example of a community-oriented urban farming practice that is approached in a sustainable way. Queer ecologies seen within urban environments form subtle, unregulated and non-normative landscapes that provide public open space for diverse programs to take place. Often existing on the peripheries of cities, queer ecologies pleasantly contrast against the cosmopolitan sterileness of major urban environments. It is therefore important that we preserve these unmitigated spaces, as they are areas for people to experience alternative landscape typologies different to the domineering ordered aesthetics of modernity. So after reviewing and learning about movements in history that have shown innovation, courage and effort, can we as landscape architects, and indeed society as a whole, attain these lessons and place the key ideas, messages and actions into our own lives? By doing this, there is hope of moving towards a sustainably driven, community-oriented, fair society. Thank you for listening.